Hello, everyone. This is Casey. Of course, I'm an advocate, and welcome to the third installment of Where Are You Now? And I'm here with Mr. Zach Kelley, who's in our operations team now, and I wanted to go over what he's been up to since he left our department here in the main customer solutions area. And let's start it off. So Zach, how you doing today?
Not too bad, Casey. How are you?
Pretty good, man. So tell me more about your current role and your responsibilities and how that's going for you up there and what you're up to now.
Okay, so in terms, I guess, of daily life, I do a lot with what you guys would recognize would be any service nows that you guys send up for error accounts or issues. I look into those, fix those for you guys, submit new enrollments.
Okay.
We also do partial hedging for the CNI team, so when they sell a deal, we go out and put that in the market so that we can make sure we have enough gas for the CNI team.
Okay.
As well as we are processing their deals into the system, get them sent over to the utility at the right time so that those customers get switched on and are paying the right rate when they signed a contract with us.
Okay.
Those are the main things I do on a daily basis. Those are the things that come up, reporting and whatnot, that we also take care of.
Okay. So you stay pretty busy throughout the day, then, obviously. Okay.
Exactly, yep.
Our next thing is, how did your old role, where you started, kind of help you in your current role and, in the transition in that way in general?
So, I started here 8 years ago in the Solution Center. So when I was here, it was just gas. So I learned, the ins and outs of gas. And then we came into the electric market, started learning all that. So, I had the background, and then I kind of went over to home warranty, and I was there for a few years, and just learned all that market as well.
Yeah.
So I guess I started learning all the ins and outs, and then wanted to know more. Like, okay, once we hit this button in the CRM, where does it go? Who does what with that? Which kind of led me, up that path of where I am now. It's you got a base knowledge, it's down here, and now it's learning from what I learned before into, using that daily.
Nice. Okay. And what did you do to prepare for a different role? Did you shadow, or did you have lunches with people, or just tell me about what you did to kind of move up in that way?
Right. So I've been friends with, and Mike Day was my supervisor for a while,
Oh, yeah.
so I'd always talk to him, see what's going on. I sat up there a couple years ago with somebody, to see what it was. It's a lot's changed since then, but I always had that open, like, hey, when something comes down the line, just keep me notified, let me know. I've also just, talked to a few people up there that do other things that are related, like to ops, or that work with ops, just, what they do, who they report to, things like that. I'm one to believe that the more people you know in this company, the better off you are.
I agree.
I tell people every day, there's things that we do in this building that you would have no idea that's someone's job. So if you can, that's why I think the activities that IGS does as a whole,
It's a lot.
you can go out and meet people, like on the volunteer day, you can meet somebody you never know, you talk to them and say, hey, do you care if I, just talk to you for 20 minutes and do all you do, or I come sit with you for a little bit just to learn. You never knew you'd be interested in something until you've talked to somebody about it. So I think, just in general, I've ask questions to myself, and then ask people, like your supervisor might know something that you didn't know, and they might be able to help you get to a position, or talk to somebody that you've never met before.
Right.
And next thing you know, you're, when something comes down the line, please let me know. Kind of way.
Have you had like a wow moment, or what's your favorite moment of your new role that really opened your eyes? Like, wow, I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing now and making a difference, kind of thing, or just stands out?
The biggest wow moment, I guess it's not a wow moment, but since we do a lot of like big CNI contracts and stuff like that, and I've gone out to restaurants or like grocery stores or just like a brewery, and you're sitting there and you're like, what's kind of cool about this? We supply their gas, and it's like I'm supporting a business who's supporting us, and it's kind of like this cycle. Like, for example, like Topgolf is a customer of ours, and every time I'm in there, I'm like,
I've never done this. It looks fun.
I'm like, hey, what's cool? If it's cold out, let's turn that heat up a little more. It helps everybody out, So it's when you see, like, you talk to a customer every day, like, oh, it's a customer. You don't see, like, you know that you help them, but when you can see, you're going to a business and you're like, man, that's cool. Like, I'm supporting my community. They're supporting my job. It comes full circle of how what we do and actually how it affects people.
It brings it home that way.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's, I want to give this place a try because I know that they gave us a try.
Nice. And how does your current role really differ from your main previous one? Just in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Less customer interaction. So,
Okay.
Being on the phones all the time, you talk to people all day, where a lot of now is, well, it's just computer based. You ask questions, a lot of emails versus talking directly to the customer. You're solving things more, like if I have an issue, a lot of times I have to go to the utility where you're kind of the face of the problem. You're going to solve it for the customer, where I have to go to the utility or look into a file versus, human interaction, which is, as a social person that I am, that's hard for me. It was hard for me to
I can imagine. Yeah.
I tell people all the time, people get so into their day to day where they're like, send you an email, and I'm like, you're 15 feet away. We're down here, everyone's talking all day, all the time, and you just kind of one of those adjustments that you have to make. So that was my biggest adjustment.
And last but not least, tell me about your great trip to Mexico and building the solar panels and making a difference that way, and expound upon that. Yeah.
It's life changing. It's a pretty cool opportunity that IGS offers their employees, the Grid Alternative Project. You kind of go in knowing, you think you know what you're doing. You're going to go install solar panels on an orphanage. You're like, cool, I'm going to hang out with some kids. I'm going to see Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. It's just completely different than that. Like, you go in with these people that you have 2 meetings with, you've seen around the building, you spend 9 days with them. It's kind of, you build a friendship quickly because they're your support group, your people that you have to count on because you're in a weird country that you don't know much about.
Okay.
It's the solar project part of it is just a small aspect. We got real culture. We ate a bunch of cool food, like the places I would never try. I would see no reason I would ever in my day-to-day life go to Tijuana. Like, it's not a place I'd go for vacation, but seeing the people that are so close to, I guess, what we can call a border city now, or like the battle that's going on, and you just think that, hey, they're all trying to leave, and you learn that they're just happy to live. They live a normal life like me and you. That's things that are different. They have different, luxuries that we would look at and be like, that's weird, but that's normal life to them.
Right. That's their way of life, their culture.
Right. And
I
I've met some kids that they haven't had their parents drop them off when they were 1 or 2 years old, and they don't know any better, but they're now part of this community that is this like orphanage school, and they love it. A lot of kids have left and came back and worked there because that's like their family now. So it's pretty emotional. We all kind of just look back and like, if anyone who's questioning should go and do it, it's a really good time. It's awesome, and it's kind of eye-opening just for that part of the country and just how to look at the world differently, So it was a good time. People ask me all the time what I guess networking to me is something I've always wanted to work on. I know the more I always tell people I might get my big opportunity sitting down at a bar at a restaurant and saying, like, just talking to the person next to me. You never know who you're gonna meet, and you can't pass up those opportunities.
Just that regular human interaction.
Yeah.
So
This is one of the only companies you can think of. Like, you could be going upstairs in the bathroom and Scott White could come up to you and you could talk to him, and you don't. And you don't want to just like, oh, he's Scott White. He's a guy like me and you. Like,
his pants on the same way.
Right. Like, he's a good person. Like, I talk to Dan Deschanel. His office is next to me, and I joke around with him every day. And that's
supply, right? Or is it?
Yeah, he's oversupply. All that, and he wants to be just like everybody else. And I think that you can't stay away. You need to network. Like, my buddy knows more people like outside of this company. He doesn't work here, but he knows so many people. And I'm always like, you just got to remember people, and people want to know who you are, and people would be more willing to talk to you in general about anything, and you just have to make the time to learn. And you never know. And down the road, when people are like, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know.
Okay.
People really mean that. So I think networking is important, especially in this company where so many people are friendly and looking out, and there's jobs always opening. I think that the bigger your book is, the better off you are.
It goes back to who you know, not what you know sometimes.
Right. Helps you get your foot in the door, just learning. Like I said, there's things I didn't even like. You're like, oh, we have a part of the business who does that. That's really cool, and it's just one of those things that that you wouldn't know unless you start talking to people around. it's all about. I always say my biggest thing is trying to build your brand. Like, who are you?
Your personal
Here's
brand.
Casey Ford. What do you want people to know about you? And what do you want to show? And then how do you do that? If you can do that every day, then you'll be fine.
Expand your horizons and do different things. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, you can stay
Even within your role, you can do that too, but
Yeah.
especially if you want to branch
It's
out.
easy.
You know,
It's easy
yeah.
to stay in this bubble that
Yeah.
you're in.
Yeah.
Then get out and just talk to people. You know, I'd say even if you say hi to somebody in the steps one day, you never know where that could take you. Like, oh, I remember you. I talked to you that one day in the steps. You said hi, or
Yeah.
welcome to IGS, or you never know who you're talking to or how they're going to impact your life or their life.
Sounds good. All right, Zach. Well, appreciate your time, man. You're
Thank
off the
you.
hot seat. That wraps up our third Where Are You Now? Hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good rest of your day.